What's the haps, everybody? It's the Vintage Reviewer back with another video, and today we will be reviewing the vintage Kenner Stormtrooper. Now, this isn't the original Kenner Stormtrooper. This is the 90s version because the bent knees, I believe the bent elbow, and the newer, the older ones did not have the bent elbows and the bent knees. But the newer edition versions of the old ones do. This is a 19... It's on his thigh somewhere. Come on, focus. Focus! Okay, I'll just rate it. 1995. So this is a 1995 Kenner Stormtrooper, and it's a nice, it's a little figure. Arms around his head. Does turn all the way around. His legs move. Can't really do any splits. Waist does move. Have him pointing his gun. His little gun. Have it taken a double take. No, let's get a closer look at this figure here. Take a look at that noggin. Nice classic Stormtrooper look. Now this figure holds some sentimental value to me specifically. I did not buy this figure. I was not given this figure. I found this figure, actually. Me and my friends, there was a town festival type thing. And I don't live in that town, but two of my friends do. And one of them is very into Star Wars, and the other one not so much. But I went with my friend, and we went into a abandoned house. We went to an old abandoned house. This house had been abandoned since the early 2000s, I would say. The house was abandoned since the early 2000s, and it was, I think, one of the upper... It was a two-story house. I think one of the higher-level floorboards was busted out. Here's his gun here. And we went in, because there was no signs that said no trespassing, so we just decided to go in and see what it was like in there. It looked like... It's just me describing an old abandoned house on the Toy Review channel. It looked like they just packed up the furniture and left, because there were still some pictures on the walls, and there were still like documents and papers on like a kid's graduation or something on the floor. And so I found that very odd. But this, and I sold the other guy I found, but this Stormtrooper was the only figure on that entire second level of the house. There was, I think it was a children's room. I went upstairs, and drywall all over the stairs, by the way. I went upstairs, and I took a look at the room, and I saw a Stormtrooper with his gun laying next to him like this, and then some Imperial Colonel, I can't remember his name. He was sitting around here to him. And, yeah, I just riskily walked in there and picked up the two figures And since nobody's been in that house for years, it's finders, keepers, losers, weepers. Probably the only Stormtrooper I'm ever going to get. I never really was into Kenner Star Wars. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up the video. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. And see you on the flip side.